I believe we're live. Hello, everyone. My name is Kelly, and I am the director of compassion here at the Ridge Community Church. And I also have with us Ashley, who is pretty much the better half of the compassion team. And you're not going to see her, but she is part of the chat group here. So during our time together, please drop us a hello or a prayer request and just get those sent in so that at the end of our time, we will pray together. We are doing day 7 of 21 days of prayer. And during our time together, we are going to explore the book of Acts. Now, Acts was written by Luke, and he covers the works of the apostle in the early days after Jesus' death. And it just gives us a valuable account of how the early church was able to spread the news of Jesus throughout the Roman Empire. Now, yesterday, John went through Acts chapter 6, and this is when we meet Stephen. He is a servant of the Lord, and he is put on trial before the Jewish elders because he had been preaching the gospel. And they bring false witnesses to accuse him of blasphemy. And, this is for my true crime junkies just like me, because at the beginning of Acts chapter 7, which is what we're going to go through today, he starts by making his defense. He gives a brief history of people's rocky relationship with the Lord, and he concludes by telling these Jewish elders that they have also rejected God in a similar way. And you probably guessed it, they didn't like hearing that. Nope, 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 nope. Stephen dies. And I'm not going to tell you how, because I really think that you should read this chapter. But in those final moments, Stephen prays that they would not ultimately be charged for that sin. Chapter 7, it's pretty lengthy, but it's so fascinating. And here are my personal takeaways, y'all, because I feel like it's raw and it's real to me. Stefan did everything right, but he ended up dead. So why didn't God rescue him? Honestly, I don't know why God allows people to suffer, but I do know this from personal um, situations, that the things we say in our pain can be louder than the ones that we celebrate in our prosperity. Now, we have the privilege today to also go over chapter 8. And in Acts 8, we are encountered by people with incredible passion for the gospel. And it just makes me stop to think, what makes them different? I believe their enthusiasm stems from this deep understanding of what God has done for them. And there's this knowledge and close proximity to the miracles that are being performed in their lives. And it transforms their behaviors. And the followers of Jesus in Acts they're just undergoing tremendous prosecution. Their lives are threatened, even if they whisper the name Jesus. Yet in Acts 4, it says, those who had been scattered shared the hope of Jesus wherever they went. Jesus is alive. He is not only the way to God, not even death could prevent them from sharing the good news with all of the world. And to see the hope of Jesus spread and lives changed, we have to do more than just pray. We have to go. We got to go. And in Acts 8, Philip was so passionate about the good news. He ran alongside this chariot, this Ethiopian chariot, waiting for an opportunity to share that hope of Jesus. If you're not running with the understanding of what that hope of Jesus can offer you, maybe it's time to reevaluate what Jesus has done for you. Our only reasonable response to all that he has done is to go. is to go into the world and spread that news. And it might be to share it with a close friend, a neighbor, a relative, but sharing the hope of Jesus to all of his people. Now, if you have any prayer requests, again, please drop those in because now's the time that we're going to pray those big, bold prayers. And I would love to include anything that you're praying for. And I'm gonna begin. Heavenly Father, you know every hair on our head, every fear in our brains, every prayer in our hearts. Thank you for being a God who hears our prayers. In difficult times, please give us the strength and the perseverance to never quit. We are here to boldly ask you to show us your glory. Reveal yourself to us in deeper ways and allow us to experience your power so that we may have the courage to go and be like the early Christians and bring the hope of Jesus to all people. Please protect us with your abundance of love, and we praise your name. And I'm just looking through the chat request. I'm not seeing anything right now, but if there are any prayer requests, please, even after this, drop those in the comments because we as a church are looking at those and would love to continue to pray for them throughout our 21 days of prayer. And I invite you to join us as we go through this together because we're only on day 7 of 21 days. So we'd love to see you come back and join us. And please have an amazing Saturday afternoon. Thanks so much.